Namaste. So today I am going to talk about astrology and how important to see all aspects of astrology before coming to any final conclusion. Because nowadays I am seeing all YouTube astrologers, they make random predictions and which will never come to life, and people generally lose their faith and trust from astrology, because astrology is very precisely deep and very individualistic approach. It is not a collective approach, it's a very individualistic approach because it is based on our karma. And first thing, we have to see our ascendant, because ascendant sets our the entire karmic life path. If your ascendant is wrong, then entire prediction has no meaning, or everything will be false. Since ascendant changes every 2 hours, so we have to take ascendant as a prime importance before going any further with astrology. If ascendant degree is 29 degree or 2 degree, then there is some doubt of birth time, because if it is 29 degree and if the birth timing is little here and there, it can go up to next ascendant. And if the ascendant degree is 1 or 2 degree, then that is again a doubtful situation. And for a good astrologer, it is a very important thing to decide first the birth timing in case of 1 degree or 29 degree ascendant. And the second thing is each house assessment with very careful observation and house lord placements in various houses. Each planet plays a very different role in astrology, and we should not jump to conclusions saying that this planet is sitting here, it will do this. No, it is not like that. So we have to see each house particular from ascendant till 12th house, and we have to see each house lord placement in different houses. And also we have to consider each planet making certain yogas in a birth chart, which is very important. So people generally miss out those important things. And the prime fact of astrology, Vedic astrology, is your moon. You have to see your moon placement in a zodiac sign, and particularly in a nakshatra, because your moon nakshatra will decide your Vimshottari or planetary time cycle. For example, if you are born in Scorpio moon sign and Anuradha nakshatra, then definitely you are going to start your life from Saturn's Mahadasha, since Saturn rules Anuradha nakshatra. So likewise, you have to consider moon nakshatra, very important. So if you miss out of moon nakshatra, then everything goes wrong. After you decide your moon nakshatra, then you have to see from your moon nakshatra, you have to consider all the planet placement. Like the first nakshatra is your birth star, your birth nakshatra, Janma nakshatra. The second nakshatra is your Sampat nakshatra. The third nakshatra is your Bipat nakshatra or danger nakshatra. The fourth nakshatra is your Shem nakshatra, the fulfillment of desire nakshatra. The fifth nakshatra is your enemy nakshatra or Pratyari nakshatra. The sixth nakshatra is your Sadhak nakshatra. Then the seventh nakshatra is your Bodha nakshatra, which has the potential to kill someone during its dashantar. And the eighth nakshatra is your friend star or Mitra Tara. And the ninth nakshatra is your Ati Mitra Tara, the most favorable, friendly star. So before seeing all this nakshatra classification, you cannot go any further. After that, you have to see various Mahadashas, especially your current Mahadasha and Antardasha. And again, when you see Mahadasha, you have to see that Mahadasha Lord is sitting in which nakshatra classification, like birth star, wealth star, like this. So if your nakshatra, for example, if you are running, current Mahadasha Lord is sitting in the nakshatra of your wealth star, Sampat nakshatra, then this nakshatra, this Mahadasha is going to give you the wealth and abundance what you desire from life. And vice versa, if it is if the current Dasha Lord sitting in the nakshatra of enemy nakshatra, Pratyari nakshatra, then this entire Dasha will put you in danger, enmity, litigation, fight, quarrels with others, and disagreements. Like that, we have to see each and every aspect of Mahadasha and Antardasha nakshatra classification. After that, when you judge a Mahadasha and Antardasha, you have to consider that Mahadasha Lord placement from the Antardasha Lord placement, or vice versa. If your Mahadasha Lord and the Antardasha Lord is sitting in 1 second, then 1/6, 1/8, 1/12 from each other, then this is going to give you trouble during its Dashantar. And if your Mahadasha Lord placement, your Antardasha Lord is sitting in 3/11, 1/4, 1/7, 1/10 and 1/11, especially 1/11, then this is going to be a very fruitful Dasha Anantar for you. So there is no doubt about it. And this I have found so true as per my research and studies of many years in Vedic sciences. And one more thing, during transit analysis, we miss out of certain important things, and one of them is Ashtaka Varga points. When you see your Ashtaka Varga points of each houses, you have to consider those very importantly, very crucial. Those are very crucial thing, analyzing transit effects. First thing, you will see your transit as per nakshatra classification, birth star, wealth star, enemy star, like that, what I told you just now. After that, you have to consider each and every house Ashtaka Varga points. If any house has got more than 28 points, then it is a wonderful thing. And more than 28 is a bonus, it's a good karma. And if any house has got less than 20 points, then to my research, I have found that those transits were so challenging for the individual and unbearable in another world. But the thing is, when you analyze Ashtaka Varga, you have to consider your ascendant Ashtaka Varga points and 6th house Ashtaka Varga points, 8th house Ashtaka Varga points and 12th house Ashtaka Varga points. If your ascendant has got 30 points and your 6th house has got 36, 37, then it signifies that you will have a lot of challenges in your life, litigation, fighting with others, disagreements, court cases, loan, enemy, disease. And if your 8th house has got low points, it is good, because 8th house Ashtaka Varga point should not be more than your ascendant Ashtaka Varga point, because 8th house, we all know, it's a very challenging house. It's the house of sudden events. And 12th house, as we know, that it's the house of losses, any kind of losses. When your ascendant when your 12th house points is greater than your ascendant Ashtaka Varga points, it signifies that you will see a lot of challenges in terms of losses of all kinds in your life. So in short, your 6th house, 8th house and 12th house Ashtaka Varga points should be less than your ascendant Ashtaka Varga points. Yes, when you see Ashtaka Varga in your chart, see your Kendra houses, means 1, 4, 7, 10. If those houses has got 30 or more than 30 points is a fantastic result of your karma, because we say the chart is nothing, your birth chart is nothing but it's a karmic blueprint and your mark sheet of your karma. When first, fifth, ninth house Ashtaka Varga point has greater points, it is a fantastic thing, especially fifth house. When your first house, fifth house and ninth house has got more than 35 points in Ashtaka Varga, it shows that you have done such a great karma, and in this birth you are ready to enjoy those beautiful things in your life without struggling so much, without facing so much challenges in this birth. And vice versa, when your Kendra and Trikon Ashtaka Varga points are less, then it clearly shows that sooner or later you have to go through those hardship and bitter experiences of this birth. So this was Ashtaka Varga, and see, but the final thing is, yes, the final thing is you have to see your Arudha Lagna, because as I say, whatever you see in your birth chart, if your Arudha Lagna is like a stamping, yes, you have done it. And if it is not, then sorry, you couldn't do it. Arudha Lagna is the final call of astrology. When you see a chart, some unexperienced and unprofessional astrologers say that your life will be mess, you cannot do anything, because your all planets are sitting in 6th house, 8th house, 12th house, but that is not the case. Don't be disheartened or discouraged. When you see Arudha Lagna, you all know what is Arudha Lagna. You have to see your ascendant lord placements and count that many houses, and there, that point you make the ascendant and see all the planet placement from that ascendant lord. When you see your planets in 5th house, especially your 5th house and 11th house and 2nd house, and believe me, you have done it. You have done it for this life. When you have 5th house and 11th house and 2nd house, especially planets from Arudha Lagna, then sooner or later you will get what you have desired for. And when you have planets in 12th house, 7th house, 8th house, 6th house from Arudha Lagna, the planets means you have no planets in 5th house or 11th house and 12th house, 2nd house, then that shows that, I'm sorry to say, but it is a clear indication of the divine that I don't know how to say, but it's very negative thing. And when you see your exalted planets in 2nd house from Arudha Lagna, 5th house, 11th house, then be assured that just relax and see what the planets can bring for you. Sooner or later, of course, as per the Dasha and Antardasha and the transit. Transit triggers an event, and Dasha and your planets and the combinations, they are the promise, and the transit is the time of fruitification of those promises. And especially Arudha Lagna you have to consider, because without Arudha Lagna assessment, you cannot jump to any conclusion and saying that this will happen, that will happen. That is immature prediction, that is immature style of prediction. That is not the fundamental of Vedic astrology, because Vedic astrology is very precise. You have to see many things. I have not even shown you the entire iceberg. Whatever I'm saying, it is just a tip of the iceberg. But in nutshell, these are very important you have to consider before assessing or giving your final prediction for anyone, because you have to consider that when you see a negative thing in a birth chart, you should lie, because a good astrologer is a good liar, as I always say. You cannot say the truth to the other person, because the other person, you don't know how the mentality and the emotional understanding of that person. If you say anything or everything bluntly or the truth, maybe that person cannot take those negative things, and that might damage his or her personal personal life and emotional state of mind. So when you see a negative aspect in a birth chart, so try to console and try to give wonderful consultation, your counseling as much as you can, but you should not tell the truth, absolutely truth about that negative things, because remember, being an astrologer, it is your prime responsibility. More than anything else, you have to counsel that person. Counseling is a very important aspect of Vedic astrology, because when a person goes to an astrologer, of course that person is in trouble or facing challenges in life, and when the astrologer cannot help, that's a great frustration, and that hits back to the astrologer who is counseling the other person, because it's a chain of karma. You give and you receive. So when you predict something, you have to be very careful what you are predicting, why you are predicting, and whatever you are predicting, make sure they come to life, they become true. Otherwise people will lose faith and trust from astrology. What is happening nowadays, all YouTube channels, all astrologers are predicting random prediction. Oh my god, when I see those videos, I feel so sorry for those astrologers. They should not do it, because they are doing all random prediction just to earn money from YouTube. They have no intention to help somebody. They are just making random videos, uploading, increasing views and likes, and earning from YouTube. They don't care about your life. They don't care about what they are predicting. They just want to entertain. It's just an entertainment. I call this entertainment. That is not astrology. Astrology it's very serious thing. Don't take it lightly. When you predict, be very sensible what you are predicting, because the other person sitting in front of you as your client, he is expecting something from you, and when you cannot guide that person, you have no rights to do astrology. Yes. So in nutshell, when you predict, first you see your somebody's ascendant. If the ascendant is right, then do the rest of the predictions. If you are skeptical about the ascendant degree or time, then stop it. Don't go any further, because whatever you will say, everything will be false. And I have been doing research for the last 15 years. It is more than 15 years now. And I have found out that in my research, I have found out that ascendant is very important. Nakshatra classification is very important, because you have to see your moon's nakshatra. When you miss out somebody's moon nakshatra and nakshatra classification of planets, your prediction I bet you your prediction will fall flat. There is no way that your prediction will come to life, and by doing this you will spoil the name of this divine science, which is astrology. So my request to all astrologers, be mindful, be sensible, be responsible, earn money. That is not a harm, because guiding somebody wrong is a big harm, and that is a crime, I guess. So when you guide someone, be a wonderful counselor. Apart from being an astrologer, guide someone as per your best capabilities, and use your brain, your consciousness, your wisdom, because you have to be careful what you are saying about the chart and the predictions. And before going to give any final judgment or any final prediction, you have to make sure you are confident. You have gone through all the assessment of a birth chart before throwing your random prediction, because whatever you will say, that will hit the other person in a negative way or in a positive way. So this I wanted to convey my message. Being an astrologer, I'm an astrologer and a certified yoga teacher. If you want consultation, you can always reach out to me, because nowadays I'm seeing YouTube. Oh my god, it's just a horrible thing is going on in YouTube. Everyone is astrologer. Believe me, everyone is astrologer. And you just type anything in YouTube. Oh my god, all garbage, all like garbage in wholesale. And people are following those videos, and they are not coming to any conclusion, because those videos, those misleading videos, immature predictions, making people's life more hell than heaven. So this is what is happening during this time. Everybody is running after YouTube channel, making money from YouTube. Subscribe. I never say subscribe my channel, hit the like, hit the bell button, like my videos, spread my videos. No, a good wine need no bush. When you predict, people will come to you. You don't have to beg for likes and subscriptions. Okay, so this I wanted to convey, and thank you so much for listening to me. Har Har Mahadev.